they start on the ground with Nick Chubb. And some space here. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. That good for 22 and a first down. Opening quarter, his opening carry of the game, and I think they'll give it to him a few more times, as they should.
You're exactly right about that. With that type of a run, you want to repeat it many times until they show signs of stopping it. I think he did his visualization exercises before this one, and they're paying off.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Watson. Going out wide, finds Chubb. And he is going to lose yardage here. 2nd and 12 now at the 44-yard line. Now it's Watson. And there is Amari Cooper, his first catch. Down the left sideline. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. For as big and strong as some of these guys are, especially when you see them in full pads, it is sometimes hard to appreciate how truly fast they can move. That was incredible.
And that's the kind of play where you have to kind of catch your breath afterwards. So just give me a second here, because when he shifted into high gear, he was an absolute blur out there. No substitute for speed. We talk about that all the time. The evidence was right there.
And if you're wondering how fast he was going, next-gen stats clocked him at close to 21 miles an hour. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 26. They'll start the drive with Elliott. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early, because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
Again, it's Elliott. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. The heavy set out there. 3 tight ends in the formation for 3rd and 3. Here's Prescott. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. It's the former Michigan man, Chase Winovich, who gets in there to bring him down. On 4th down, here's Brian Anger now to kick this one away. This is taken at the 18. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. The Browns drive about to get started. They have to be thrilled with that first drive. They got him the touchdown. Now they'll be looking to make it a 2-score advantage here on the road.
And you know they spent all week in practice, in meetings, talking about taking an early advantage. Being the road team, going up a score, takes the crowd out of the game and puts some doubt in the minds of their opponents.
Yeah, this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete.
The touch and timing are critical for those types of throws. He put a lot of zip on that one. Needed just a little bit more finesse trying to get it to his back.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. To throw is Watson. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Partner, we've got ourselves a ball game, and those guys on defense, they came to play. Slipped up on their first series, but they're definitely settling in now and letting it be known that points won't come so easy again.
Taking it about the 16. 51 yards on the punt there. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better. They're trying for Washington, but the pass intercepted. Picked off by Greg Newsome. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line.
And Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
Now a throw here to his running back. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
2nd down and 3. And Chubb will try the middle here. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a 1st down.
It's nice every now and then in this game not to see people overthink it. Just hand it to the old reliable guy. Let him pick up the 1st down.
They run again on 1st down. Chubb. Trayvon Diggs getting the tackle.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. And again, it's Chubb. And he'll get this down only to the 18. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it's going to make it 3rd down and 6. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
And on 3rd down, the Cowboys bring in an extra defensive back. First carry now for Kareem Hunt. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the 1st. It'll be a gain of 3, and it also takes us to the end of the 1st quarter play. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. And the first play will be a field goal try. This from 32 yards away. York able to send this one through, and that will extend their lead even further. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense, the firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone. decision, loses him about 4 yards. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They find themselves down 10-0 early after the interception on their opening drive led to a field goal.
So now they've got to pick up the mantle a little bit. You mentioned the team's down 10. They've helped contribute to that. How are they going to get their team back into this ball game? Run the offense that you think is going to be effective and execute it at a high level.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. They go to Elliott again. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
47. Hey, 47.
They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. It's a gain of 8, and it'll wind up moving the chains.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled them up throughout the game, because that was his longest run of this contest.
So after a good run by Zeke, another 1st and 10. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who could do more than one thing. And I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. Oh, he's got some breathing room. There he goes, right side. Touchdown, Cowboys. Well, what do coaches tell us all the time, CD? We've got to get our playmakers more involved, and certainly running with the football is one way, and it paid off right there.
And you're talking about paying off to great effect. How about the big explosive play that was a result of that play call? Big-time execution on that one.
Extra point by Moore, up and good. And that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. Following the touchdown, here's Moore to kick it away. From his end zone, it's Demetric Felton. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. The Browns drive about to get started. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had a field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by Anthony Brown. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Cowboy defense has a touchdown. Moore now to add the extra point. And that makes it 14-10. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. Here comes Felton to bring it out of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
Cool under pressure right there, escaping the pocket and finding what I think was not his primary target.
And some of these guys are just so comfortable getting outside of the pocket that they'll do it on purpose. It doesn't even need to be a breakdown. They move, and they know it affects the defense, because a lot of times you get lost in coverage in the secondary, and I think you're exactly right. Wasn't his primary target. Found a secondary guy who sprang open, probably because of his movement out of the pocket.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson. He's going to get this one out to his fullback. They'll wind up getting just a yard, and that'll bring up second down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. To throw again on second down. Watson. And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack. Osa Odighizuwa with the effort there to earn the sack.
All about the offense so far this drive, putting something sustained together. But the defense, they responded on that play. Second and manageable became third and long. The drive marching to the end zone is one play from stalling out.
Following that sack, Watson and the Browns backed up for a third and long. They'll set up a throw. He's got his receiver, Cooper. And to the 49-yard line, but no further. And obviously, he is well short of the first. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. They will indeed snap it to Watson. Man open, that's Anthony Schwartz. And he's going to pick up the Browns' first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. I don't know if I agree with that. I guess they don't care if I agree with that. But, boy, you have to be surprised by that, right?
I definitely was surprised that they decided to go for it in this situation. But they must have either felt like they either had a great play call on or they're trying to show extreme confidence.
Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts, as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
On 2nd and 7, Watson. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Leighton Vander Esch. There he goes, left side. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Cowboy defense has a touchdown.
They were in a very good position to come up with a go-ahead score there. A really good drive. Instead, it turns into 6 points going the other way. Psychologically, I don't know what that's going to do to them.
So as a coach, you're looking at that as at least a 10-point swing, right? Because they had the field goal in their back pocket.
They certainly did, and you're right. At least a 10-point swing, maybe more.
Extra point by Marr, up and good. And that makes it a 21-10 game. touchdown. Here's Marr to kick it away. The Browns drive about to get started. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
A final shot before the break. Watson. And this is going to be incomplete. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports.
Both teams making their final preparations for the second half of action. So with that, let's get you back out to Arlington, where we rejoin Brandon and Charles.
And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Cowboys will get the football first here, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in quarter 3. This one fielded at the 5. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. But Charles, for them, pretty good first half on the ground. They had some success running the ball in quarters 1 and 2. And it's out. He put it on the carpet. And this is picked up by the Browns. And he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return for a Browns TD. This defense, Charles, they needed some type of a spark to help get them back in this game. I think they just got their spark.
No doubt about it. And you know, that's all they discussed. How can we get ourselves moving again? How can we get our team going? This definitely qualifies.
Here's Chubb to try to run it in. And he's not going to get in as a try for 2 comes up empty. So they will be unable to cut this to a field goal as the differential remains 5. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. This will be fielded inside the 5. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They'll be looking to make amends for the events of a moment ago. A fumble return for 6 points.
You absolutely have to protect the football. That's got to be priority number 1 because margin for error is starting to slip away. And now it's down to a 1-score game.
And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. In for the sack, Myles Garrett.
Well, every time I see speed like that off the edge, Charles, I just don't know how these offensive linemen do it. I would think that they would get called for holding every play, and maybe they should have been called for holding on that one.
Yeah, maybe not just holding, but sometimes you end up...
And he fires one that's intercepted.
Picked off by Grant Delpit.
And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
That one caught by Felton.
And he is out of bounds inside the 30.
Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
And so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
And now we've got flags down. Looked like one of the Browns might have moved. The false start penalty, and now they're back to needing 10 yards on second down. Up the middle, it's Chubb. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. In danger of squandering their great field position as they come up on a 3rd and 7. Here's Watson. And he completes it to Hunt. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
A field goal helps, but a touchdown gets you the lead. That had to be the message transmitted in the huddle. And they delivered there as that throw is going to keep the drive alive. And even better than that, set them up with a 1st and goal.
Play fake, and it's Watson. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
Well, sometimes an incompletion is the right play. And he showed that he's learned from his earlier interception on that throw. Instead of forcing it, he just tossed it away.
They'll go again here from the 10-yard line on 2nd and goal.